In this video, I'm going to demonstrate an exercise called lying lateral leg raises. So you'll want to lay down on your side, supporting your body with your elbow, and starting off with your legs going directly straight, so all of your low joints are in a straight line. So your heel is right in line with your hip, hip is right in line with your shoulder. You're going to want to have your top hand on the floor just to stabilize and help with a little bit of balance here. And first, just get your shoulders into position, so make sure that you're not sinking into that bottom arm. You're going to keep your shoulder blades retracted. Go ahead and tighten your thigh muscles and flex your feet by pulling your toes up towards your body. Now begin the exercise by lifting and lowering your top leg, paying careful attention to keep your heel higher than your toes. This is 2 out of 10. 3, 4. Now at the same time, we're keeping our thigh muscles tight here. That's 7. Still keeping that heel higher than the toes. 8, 9, and 10. Now lift the top leg up, hold it up, and press your bottom leg down into the floor and release. Press and release. Now you're not going to see any motion here because all I'm doing is pressing that bottom leg down into the floor. This is 4 presses. While you're doing this, at the same time, you're going to want to keep your thigh muscles tight. Keep that top heel higher than the toes. And what else was I going to say? Make sure that top leg doesn't fall down. So I'm working really hard here to hold it up. You're going to want to do the same thing. And also keep those shoulder blades retracted. Last one. And 10. After 10 presses, bring that top leg down and repeat one more time. Keeping that heel higher than the toes. Keeping the feet flexed and the thigh muscles tight. At this point, your shoulders might have a tendency to want to collapse in, so we're still going to work really hard to keep those shoulder blades retracted. 8, 9, and 10. Now lift that top leg up, hold it up, press that bottom leg down. 1, 2, 3, 4, still keeping that top leg slightly turned in to keep that heel higher than the toes. 8, 9, and 10. And so now you've done 10 raises, 10 presses, 2 times through, and now you're going to want to turn around and repeat the same thing on the other side. And instead of repeating on the other side here for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use this second side to show you the biggest mistakes that you're going to want to avoid. So the first biggest mistake you're going to want to avoid is doing this with your knees bent. So maybe your knees won't be bent that much, but even the slightest bend is going to negate the purpose. The muscle activation we want is right here in the lateral hip. So make sure to really straighten out those knees and tighten the thigh muscles. Second biggest mistake you're going to want to avoid is doing this with the toe raised up. So for the purposes of this exercise, we do want the toe pointed down with the heel higher than the toes. And then the next biggest mistake that you're going to want to avoid is letting that top hip roll back or forward. So you do want to keep that top hip stacked directly on top of the bottom hip. And finally, you want to make sure that you avoid collapsing into those shoulders. So again, just to reiterate, 10 raises. After you complete the 10 raises, hold the top leg up and press the bottom leg down into the floor and release. And I'm showing you the tempo here. I'm pressing and releasing. So you're going to press for a count of 1,000 and release. 10 presses and releases. Bring that top leg down. 10 more raises. After the 10, hold the top leg up. 10 more presses. The purpose of the lying lateral leg raises is to strengthen and activate the lateral hip stabilizer muscles. I'm going to just give you fair warning. This is extremely challenging, but very rewarding at the same time. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to post them to the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.